Hello students. Today we will discuss about the Zollverein Congress of Vienna and the conservatives and the revolutions by Mazzini in this part of the chapter, the rise of nationalism in Europe. When we start, they have given the definition of Zollverein. Zollverein, in fact, was a German term. But before coming to this word, we will first understand the background why Zollverein was adopted. It so happened that Napoleon's administrative measures had created out of countless small principalities a confederation of 39 states. Each of these possessed its own currency and weights and measures. A merchant traveling in 1833 from Hamburg to Nuremberg. Hamburg and Nuremberg are both in Germany. Hamburg in the northern part, Nuremberg in the southern part of Germany. To sell his goods would have had to pass through 11 custom barriers and pay a customs duty of about 5% at each one of them. Duties were often levied according to the weight or measurement of the goods. At each region has its own system of weights and measures. This involved time-consuming calculation. So, a new group was being formed. In 1834, a customs union was being formed known as Zollverein. It was formed at the initiative of Prussia and joined by most of the German states. It abolished tariff barriers and reduced the number of currencies from over 30 to 2. These blue colored areas that you can see, these were the countries who had adopted the custom of Zollverein. Besides it, it created a network of railways for the movement of goods, promoting economic interests to national unification. Napoleon Bonaparte was being defeated at a place known as Waterloo and by a confederacy of few European countries. Among the European countries, they were Britain, Russia, Prussia and Austria. They had together defeated Napoleon in 1815. So now a congress was being hosted at a place known as Vienna, which is the capital of Austria, in 1815 by the Austrian Chancellor Duke Metternich. The main intention or objective of this meeting was to restore the monarchies and overthrow that had been overthrown by Napoleon and create a new conservative order in Europe. According to this treaty, the following changes were taken place. The Bourbon dynasty of France was restored to power. France lost the territories which it had annexed under Napoleon. A series of states were set up on the boundaries of France to prevent its expansion in future. Kingdoms of Netherlands, including Belgium, were set up in the north. Prussia was being given some new territories in the west, and Austria was given the control of northern Italy. Here you can see the map is given where it is before and after the Napoleon War. Here you can see the Congress of Vienna, the different delegates that have come from these countries. Here you can see the delegates that were being there. With the coming of the Congress of Vienna signing over there, who came up? Conservatives. But these conservatives were very autocratic. And when they were autocratic, naturally they did not like few things. For example, they did not tolerate criticism and dissent. They sought to curb activities that questioned the legitimacy of autocratic governments, and most of them imposed censorship on newspapers, books, plays, songs, etc., which reflected the ideas of liberty and freedom. To go against these policies of the conservatives came who? The revolutionaries. Among them, the most famous name is Giuseppe Mazzini. These revolutionaries used to set up secret societies, and in Italy at the time, one such secret society that was quite popular was known by the name as Carboni, and Giuseppe Mazzini was the member of this secret society. At the age of 24 years, he was sent to exile in 1831 for attempting a revolution in Liguria. He formed secret societies like Young Italy in Marseilles and Young Europe in Bern in 1833. He believed that God had intended nations to be the national units of mankind. So, Italy would not be a patchwork of small states and kingdoms. He wanted it to be a single unified republic within a wider alliance of nations. The unification of the Italy is the basis of Italian liberty. He opposed monarchy and had a vision of a democratic republic. Here you can see he is making some kinds of plan of the secret societies over there. Thank you, class. With this we ended this segment.